that. So essentially what happened is, I got leaked a rumor from a pretty credible source, I believe.
You're going to talk about the other thing.
Oh, do you want to talk about the other thing?
Yeah.
Which one do you want to start? You want to start the Google one?
Do the Google
Might as well
thing.
do the Google
Yeah.
one. Okay, so essentially...
You had to take that tweet down?
Yeah, I had to take the tweet down.
Who called you?
Let's just say...
Eric Schmidt says, hello, Kevin. You have been tweeting again.
We follow your Twitter account. So, yeah, basically the rumor was that Google is launching a Facebook competitor soon.
Yes. I'm so happy.
And then it's going to be called...
Not Orkut.
It's going to be called Google Me.
Google Me.
And I've heard
That's a good name.
It's pretty awesome.
Really?
Is what the rumor is. And this is a very credible source. So we'll see. Facebook competitor.
Dean's going, sounds surprised. You're surprised.
Well, it sounds interesting.
Sounds great.
Especially after the buzz thing with trying to take over Twitter there.
Well, and there's an opportunity here because I think I'm not the only one who's a little bit skittish and fed up about Facebook, but I do trust Google.
Well, Google had its own little privacy problem, too, with their buzz. So, I mean, come on.
Yeah, the problem I have with Google, though, is the usability thing. Like, their products, outside of Gmail, I can't point to really one product where I'm just like, wow, this is a killer user experience.
I thought I'd go to Orkut, right? Because that was their Facebook.
Right.
It's not usable. It's terrible.
It has no feeling behind it whatsoever. Everything is like...
It's like Google.
Made for a machine.
I am on Orkut, and so are my friends.
I'm soft and cuddly. I need something squishy.
Tell me, how are you? What are you up to today? You can make me different colors. And, however, here's why Google does not scare me, Owen. Their business model is in alignment with my interests as opposed to Facebook. So Facebook's business, in my opinion, Facebook's business model is all about the more they can reveal about me, the better, right? Google's business model is the more you use the web, the more we make. So in my opinion, Google's model is speed up the web, make the web more usable, make the web better, make it friendlier, give us great tools, give us YouTube, all this stuff, because the more we use it, the more they make, right?
I respect that answer.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Whereas Facebook, that's not. Facebook's deal is make everything Facebook. The like button is about drawing you into Facebook. It's not about promoting the web. It's about drawing you into Facebook.
So in 10 years, you're going to be the first person lined up to get Google socks and Google deodorant because they're going to take over the world.
If they take over the world, then we'll talk.
Okay.
I'm not saying I love them forever.
Okay.
I'm not marrying them.
They're just slowly infiltrating every orifice of your life.
Well, I'd like to see some competition, but I think that one of the reasons you can't leave Facebook right now, one of the reasons it was painful for me to leave Facebook is because I'm disconnecting and there's nowhere else I can send people.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. Well, you had MySpace, and then Facebook came, and you could leave MySpace.
You could leave
Facebook.
MySpace.
So there's nowhere for us to leave to. So you have a very valid point there. But
So
again, it has to look good. It has to feel good for me to use it.
Yeah,
for
same
the
here.
regular person to use it, I don't care that Google did it. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're in here. I'm not a nerd. You guys are smarter than me. But, for you guys, maybe you'll try it. But for the masses, Google has to finally break down and say, I need a supermodel. I need somebody that looks good and feels good, and I want to take home to my mom and impress everybody.
Can they do that, Kevin?
It's hard for people to make the jump at this point because, I mean, the news feed is very addicting. I mean, you go there every day to see what your friends are up to. All your friends are already there. Your family's there. I mean, I have aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters.
Network effect.
How am I going to get my aunt to change to Google Me? It's like she's not going to, you know? So
give yourself a little bit more power than that, Mr. I tweet stuff.
No,
and
the
shake
question.
up the world.
No, here's the deal. Do I want to call my aunt up and teach her how to make the change?
Right.
And the answer is no.
Right.
Especially if
nobody
Google,
wants to take the time.
especially if Google doesn't make it appealing.
Right.
Because then it's even harder. It's an even more hard job
Right.
for you.
I'm not going to use it unless it's.
What does Google have to do to make Google Me compete with Facebook? It doesn't have to beat. I'm not saying beat Facebook. I'm saying be competitive.
In my mind, it's going to have to be like a Bing-like experience in that it has to be beautiful. It has to have, some features and functionality that are above and beyond what Facebook can do. It can't just be a clone. I think that so many clones fail just because they're copying feature for feature. There's been thousands of dig clones over the years, and the ones that scare me the most are the ones that aren't copying us but actually innovating in different ways, right? And
Reddit doesn't scare you as much as somebody who's doing something different.
Right, exactly, like a different take on what you're
Right.
doing. So, I'm curious to see what it is, but it's sad they lost their who was it, Doug Bowman, that was their main creative director for a long time.
He went to Facebook.
He went to Twitter.
Oh, I'm sorry, Twitter.
Yeah, and so he is brilliant. That guy was one of the best designers, and he just got fed up because he said they wanted to test 54 shades of blue
He
with
wrote
an algorithm.
A very famous blog post
That's
about
right.
why design sucks at Google.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I just don't have the faith. I mean,
Google Wave, what? Amazing.
Yeah.
Google Buzz, what? Doubly
I like
amazing.
Buzz. You don't like Buzz? I like Buzz. I'm a buzzer.
You were
I'm
like
the only
there.
one.
You were there like Scoble and 6 of
I'm their
his
poster
followers.
boy.
But I mean, there's only a few of you. That's what I'm talking about. You need something for regular people, and Google just doesn't get that. They have the smartest people. If you go to a Google office, you'll be amazed at the creativity and the beautifiacity of everything that they do and the colors and the toys. But if you go look at
Beautifiacity.
yeah, I mean, but if you go look at their products, it's like, look, dude, like a 3-year-old coder could have made something that looked better than this, and they just don't.
you have a 3-year-old too. You should get her to do designs.
Google, hire me and my daughter, and we'll make everything beautifulacity and hire me. I'll do that. I'll sit in this chair and make stuff look good like I do for myself.
Well, I could say right now, I mean, I really did disconnect myself from my family and not my close friends. My close friends, of course, are my friends. I talk to them. I have a relationship with them. It's the second tier
Right.
friends. It's like my first girlfriend in high school. There's no way she can poke me anymore, right?
Right.
Which is not so bad. But Kathy, I love you, but stop poking me. But it's those second tier friends that you wouldn't have been in touch with without Facebook. And Facebook gives you a way to loosely engage with them. It's not, you don't have to email them or call them. You just kind of know what they're doing. You see
Yeah.
their pictures and stuff.
See
and
the
that's
random
good.
birthdays, things like that.
And so you feel like you're connected. And that was the only pain of withdrawing from Facebook for me. It wasn't a business issue because we have a lot of presence on the web. We don't need Facebook for that.
Yeah. Does your family? Do you still have a fan page though? Do you have a Twit?
No, I
fan
killed
page?
them all. Because
Really?
it was tied to my account. So if I kill
Oh,
my
that's
account, it's all
right.
gone. It's all gone. That's okay. I don't think that for my business, I don't think our audience, it's like being on AOL. I don't think they want us. I don't think they care.
The only thing I mean, did you consider just stop using them? Like, leave them be?
I did.
But don't use them? Because
I
that
did.
way, in case they ever correct their ways down the
No,
road.
I had this conversation, and apologize to those who've heard this before, but I had this conversation with myself. Can I just stay here? I know how to use Facebook. Can I just stay here? I know how to be private on Facebook. They're not invading my ability. You know, I know what I'm doing. But by being there, it's coercing other people, including family and friends, to be part of Facebook. I'm part of the problem if I'm on it.
Are your kids still on it?
Yeah.
They're still
And
on it.
That was when it really hit me. It's like I tried to explain to them why it's dangerous. I said, don't put anything on Facebook that you wouldn't put, that you don't want family, friends, future employers to see, teachers.
Future employers is the big one.
Yeah.
Well,
And they didn't get that. They said, no, it's private. And they said, nah, yeah, well.
And that's the thing about the internet. Once you step foot on the internet, privacy is not the problem or the issue. It's about control, because anything you put on there, you know that somebody has access to. We talked about this earlier. Using better
It's all
passwords
about
or code
control.
names,
I know.
because
Yes.
someone can get a hold of your information at any moment. As soon as you get on the internet, you're putting yourself out there to be exposed. So watch what you do. Your
Yeah,
mother told
right.
you that when you were 2 years old.
Right.
Wear clean underwear in case you get hit by a bus. I mean,
It's pretty straightforward, isn't
yes,
it?
but we
kids
don't
get
that,
it.
and they don't. They get a cell phone and they're taking pictures of themselves at parties, drunk, and then leave it up there. And then somebody searches it on Google me 20 years later, and it still pops
Dean,
up.
you're still in college, Dean.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody's in Facebook.
Yeah.
CMU. I mean, these are a bunch of geeks.
Yep.
Still on Facebook.
Well, yeah, unfortunately.
Is there any backlash at all?
Well, there are a lot of people who are unhappy about things.
But they don't leave.
Well, where,
You know
where
why?
do you go?
Because Facebook's how you score, isn't it? It's how you meet girls. I think really seriously,
It is really like
that's the real point of Facebook for college-age kids anyway.
there have been so many situations where all you need is my name anymore.
Right.
You don't. I mean, it's literally my address book on
Right.
on the internet, and that's fantastic. You meet somebody at a party, you catch half a name.
Say I'm on Facebook.
Yeah, or they, even like, you see a cute girl and, you don't really know
Stalk
what's
her
going
later.
on. Yeah, but you know her friend.
By the
or
way,
something.
this is exactly
Right,
why
totally.
Mark Zuckerberg designed Facebook. You know that. You're friends with Mark. That's exactly what the point was.
Well, it started
How
off
to
in
meet
colleges.
girls.
Yeah.
How to meet
It was
girls.
a big college thing.
How to follow, and how girls can meet guys.
I mean,
What's wrong? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. If Google did a credible alternative, you wouldn't go there because they wouldn't all be there. It's got to be where everybody is, right?
There's a tipping point that has to happen, and,
Right.
and that's going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
And if they make something that looks good, people will try it. And that's the biggest thing. Like Google Buzz, I couldn't get away from it the first week. After a week, it just died out. So
Dan Shapiro is here.